I got bored of waiting. Hey, Evan, welcome back. So today I kind of want to try and see if I can make that idea I had of making a patch, a cross-stitch patch, a reality. And I didn't have a pattern prepped. What is this? Okay, that's the box. I didn't have a pattern prepped, which is not shocking because I decided I wanted to do this like 20 minutes ago. But so I think we'll work with Waddle Dee. I like to explore new things in Kirby because I have just a very firm understanding of what those assets are supposed to look like. So I like working on something new when, you know, I can remove one of the parameters. It's like this I know what this I know this design is going to work and I know how it's going to behave, so I can not worry about that and focus on the mechanics of the finished product. So all right, first of all, to like set us up, what I think we're going to try is, do I have a small piece of this? Yeah. What we're going to try is to layer the Ida on top of this plain fabric, this non-Ida, so that hopefully it'll give us a little bit more stability, and then sew through both layers. And then when I'm done, as opposed to leaving it in the... How is this folded? How the fuck? Actually, you know what? Why don't we just not worry about it, and I will get to clean that up later. So take this as the backing fabric, and then lay the Ida on top of it, and then sew through both layers, so that we have a little bit more... The thing that prevents the Ida from fraying is usually the hoop, or whatever finishing that we choose to give it. Since we're going to try to take it off of the hoop, I need to have something to anchor the Ida. I can't just let that be the patch by itself, because it will fray, unless I don't know, dip the whole thing in glue, which will be ridiculous. So I'm thinking that when we take it off, I will whip stitch or blanket stitch or serge or something the edge around, so that these two pieces of fabric will be bonded together a little bit better, and hopefully not fray. It doesn't really matter what it looks like on the hoop. I'm gonna put it on a hoop so that it is stretched and flat and they stay in the same orientation, but it doesn't really... I don't really want to use a small one because it's a little bit too small anyway. It's not quite gonna fit, and then we'll have a little bit more room to manipulate some things if we put it on the slightly larger hoop. I think that's where I'm going right now. Didn't realize I was so low on Ida. I should have realized because I've been low on Ida for a long time. But this is my last little slice of the larger count that I need. Or the larger count that I like to do these pixel sprite things in. And I guess I could do it in smaller, but... I started with one size, so I guess I'd like to finish with it. Actually, now that I'm looking at this, I wonder if it would be possible to sew backwards. And make the patch visible on this side of the fabric. I feel like I'm trying to... That almost feels like... such a roundabout way to accomplish what I'm trying to do. Then we could get rid of the grid lines whatsoever and it wouldn't look like Ida. It would look like just a piece of, you know. Then we wouldn't have to worry about the Ida fraying, because it will fray. Let's do it this way first. Or let's do it the way that I had intended to first. My first idea first. And then we can definitely explore. Theoretically, Grid's end of day is 6, so I'm really excited to cook him like a real grown-up dinner so that he can eat one normal food this week. Okay, so... Oops, we're not gonna worry about... Well... Yeah, we're not gonna worry about colors until we get the top line done. Well, I was thinking that we wouldn't necessarily have to reverse the pattern, because I already, you know, I have to push the needle through the backside of the pattern, the backside of the fabric anyway, and you can't see that. So I could still, if the Ida was still here, I would still have that grid to use. Yeah. But I still feel like that's probably a really roundabout way to accomplish my goals. You know, I swear to God, I love you so much, but you need to get out of my ass. You just follow me around yelling all day. No. No. I'll shut the door. Lay down. Every day, constantly, all the time. If I am not petting him actively, he yells at me. Love you, Zeno. No, see, now he's gonna try to get into my lap. Okay, so we want to start with 6 at the top of the head. Okay, so this is already a little harder because I can't just through the... I love you. I know. Can't like readjust the needle by tilting it to find the hole. I have to like back it out and take it in, back it out and put it in again. Interesting. Oh, this is gonna take longer. That's okay. I almost did Burn and Leo because I thought it would be easier to find a Burn and Leo like perler bead pattern so that I wouldn't have to do that legwork. But Dino, you gotta stop headbutting my arm. I'm doing something with a needle. Hey, look at me. Dino, you can't. Thank you. Goodbye. It's like the second I start talking to myself, he's like, oh, you're talking to me. Oh, this is me time. It's time for me. Hey, Beanie. How's things? Sorry. Excuse me. Pardon me. About the same, you know. Plodding along feels exactly the vibe right now. Just trying to make it through till Christmas. You know, you're doing the exact same thing that I just kicked you off the chair for 2 seconds ago. Yeah, this is harder. Well, not harder like it's complicated. You can't. You can't! Goodbye! No. That one drawer that I kept catnip in for like 10 minutes. Also, he started to figure out how to open cabinets, so that's great. I'm having a good time. Whereas Gibbs doesn't even understand how to open the door when it's a push door. I know. God, it's so crazy. It's so tiring. I'm just so tired of advertising. I just want to not be advertised to. I hate that, you know, I definitely think the 1, 2, 3 down siren call of like 80s and 90s nostalgia is a trap, definitely. But watching, you know, general content from that area, God, did I use the word content? Video, whatever, you know, movies, TV, whatever. And just, it seems like there is a less omnipresent ad pressure, like physically at you in public. Not none, but just like less. It seems to really be so bad these days. Because not only is it physical in the physical space, where every fucking square inch of everything ever has an ad on it, but it's also in the digital space. Clamoring for your attention. Anyway, but yes, Christmas makes it worse, of course. So tiring. Glad I don't have very many people that I have to worry about Christmas presents for. Yeah. And it's not even, and it's like you know enough that it's not a good deal and you know it. I feel like they were never necessarily really good deals, but I feel like it's definitely gotten worse. Now I can see them raising prices in August just to drop them for Black Friday. Exactly. Exactly. And now that I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize how much... I mean, part of it is the unfair expectation that everything is supposed to be Instagram perfect, so, you know, if you don't get to sit with your perfect looking hot chocolate in your perfect armchair in front of your perfect window and watch it snow, like, have you really even had a winter holiday? But on the other hand, we don't have any fucking time for that. Because you have to hurry up and get all your work done so that you can take one day off at Christmas. Sorry, this is starting to be... I'm starting off negative right off the bat. I know! I know! They were starting in... They started, like, before Halloween. I get a couple of, like, really cheap clothing brand ads that I haven't deleted from my email yet because I like looking at their really cheap clothing, which is bad. But, well, actually, I want to get rid of that one. But, they started with their, like, early Black Friday sales the first week of November. Guys. Guys. My dudes. Ooh, this is much harder to back stitches out of. That makes sense. That's... You know what? I didn't even consider that. Holy shit. America's a scourge. It did not register to me at all, like... Who am I talking to about Black Friday? That's obscene. Four down. Thanks! It was Grandpa's. I had it in the basement, and then I found it yesterday, and I was like, nope, this is what I'm gonna wear for the rest of the winter. It is gigantic on me, and it's so cozy. Alright, 2 over 1 down. Well, I guess I'm glad I picked Waddle Dee because this is taking much longer now that I can't just kind of slide the tip of the needle past all the holes, and I have to be more precise. Yes, I love it. Old man mode. And Grid came home, I don't know, last night or the other night. He's in tech, so he came home really late. I'd pulled out, like, one of the, not just a crocheted blanket, but one of the blankets that I have for the spare bed, and put it on the couch because I don't know, crocheted blankets are nice, but I like, I don't know, what do you call them? Comforters? I don't know. Not a quilt, because a quilt, to me at least, a quilt means it is quilted fabric, which is not what I'm talking about. I like those big poofy polyester shits. Nice, smooth, cloud-like blankie. Anyway, I put it on the couch so that I could disappear under it. And he walks in the door and he goes, "Do I have to sleep on the couch?" No, sweetie, this is for me. Oh, Beanie, I have to tell you because you're a music person. We had a local, a local like music instrument type shop go out of business, which is unfortunate. They've been in business for like 50 years, and the owners were retiring, and they couldn't find a buyer, and that sucked. But, Grid went to check out sales. Oh, this is the wrong direction. Shoot. Grid went to check out sales right before they closed, you know, for the theater. And he goes, let me know if you want anything. Half joking. And I'm like, buy me a ukulele. So, of course, they had a ukulele. Well, they had a couple, I think. And it was on really good discount. So he bought me a ukulele. So I'm trying very hard to learn, well, maybe very hard is the wrong word, but I'm trying relatively strenuously to learn how to play the ukulele now. And I pulled out my old guitar, which I also never really learned how to play, and I'm giving that a shot again. It's a lot easier now that the internet is different than it was. I think I got the guitar in 2010 or something. It was a lot harder to find videos. But I was joking with our drummer for the show, because he's a friend of mine. Like, it's my goal before the end of this production to come in and play you one song on the ukulele, and I do not promise that it won't be Wonderwall. He and East River were teasing me. They were like, it's all gonna be heavy metal covers, right? Yes. Hell yes. I'm sure someone's done that before. But perhaps they haven't done it with blue hair, so here's hoping. What is just the most inappropriate song for me to put on the ukulele? Perfect. Could I do like, you know, the Johnny Cash raw version of Hurt just on the uke? My future on Imager? Oh no. Hang on. I gotta get up and go to the other computer to click on it. Okay, I'm scared that it'll play through the thing and then get me banned, but I opened it and I'm gonna look at it later. And I saw Grandma Plays Rob Zombie, and I love that. That rocks. I'm so ready. Can't wait to have just absolutely extreme level dementia in the nursing home until one of the nurses plays me Dragula. Thank you so much for 18 months. I really appreciate it. Oh, the caroling's already panning out for me because I'm getting out of work on Monday. We're having rehearsal at 2, apparently, in the city I live in, not the city I work in, so I'm gonna leave work to go home for caroling practice at 2, and then I'm gonna go home. It's gonna be great. Also, I'm getting, like, work bonus points. Not, like, extra hours off or anything, but, everybody's going, wow, Allie, you're such a team player that you're participating. Good job participating. And I'm just like, heh 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 heh. I should probably look at that music today since that's tomorrow. An 8. I've been still slowly chipping off, or chipping away at the big Kirby piece, but I haven't really made any progress that looks like anything. So, not worth fighting with the camera to show you. Still, pretty much, I've just been filling in all the Kirbys. And I started on the blue background. Which is going to be so boring. It's fun now because switching from one thing to another thing is always exciting. Because now, of course, I'm sick of the Kirbys. And doing white is just so boring. But the blue is going to get real bad soon. Instead of doing this today, I almost decided to take out... I have a half-finished sewing project. It was an apron that I started even before I started the skirt. You know, I did see some Hollow Knight patterns today, and I went, oh, that would be fun, and then I slapped myself. Shut up, Ella. Ella, shut up. I still have... I want to do a, that crystal bag that we made. I want to do another one. One of my very good friends is a tattoo artist, and she does kind of like... She specializes in, I think it's called like Sailor Jerry style type things. She does a lot of like naked ladies, traditional style line work type thing. I want her to send me one of her designs that she likes so that I can try freehand stitching it and make her a little baggie. I think that would be fun. But this came out really good, and I'm really happy about it, and I want to try to do better. I shouldn't have made the lining denim. I wanted it to be because I wanted it to be strong, and I don't regret it. And in fact, I have both seen and purchased worse things from craft fairs. So I'm perfectly happy with it, but if I made it a thinner lining, it would have come out a little less lopsided. But, so yeah, I wanted to do that for her. And she's the one a couple years ago that I had that fucking gigantic skull cross stitch that I was doing for her for Christmas. And she was the only one that got a Christmas present that year. For some reason, her personal aesthetic inspires me to try weird shit. So, she's the one that I try out all my weird shit on. Eight. Oh, but yeah, I was thinking that instead of doing this, we would try to figure out where the fuck I am on that apron and finish that, but that would probably be not fun. And not very exciting to watch. What is this piece? Where does this go? I love this camera. This was the best fucking find. Amazing. I know I've said in the past I'm not interested in learning more about Kirby lore because I like it to be just incomprehensible, but I am interested in why the fuck Waddle Dee has 2 eyes and Waddle Doo only has 1. I love that. I haven't considered it, you know? I should put that on the rotation. Get some, you know, det cord and sew with that. I think that'll really spice it up. Hi, Xeno. Meh. No one has ever loved this cat before, ever. Not once. In him whole life. Two, three, four. He really does have this exact same silhouette as Kirby. Are Waddle Dee's Kirby's? Are they an unholy amalgamation between Waddle Doos and Kirby's? What is Kirby? Hey, Omega. Perfectly appropriate emo. 10 out of 10. Oh my goodness, that's crazy! God, if only I had 2 of you. 2 up here. Thank you so much for 27 months, Omega. I really appreciate it. Oh god, I have to get out on the back patio today and start bagging up some of our construction debris to hide them in our trash. Realized it would probably be pretty easy to just throw a bunch of that fiberglass drop ceiling into a garbage bag and throw it away. And nobody would know. But that means I have to like either cut or scrunch up a bunch of fiberglass, which is not fun. I love the eyes. I love black cats. I really do. I think we're gonna run out of floss here, but I still need to do the eyes, and I don't want to do the eyes in a vacuum, so I think we're just gonna let Waddle Dee have a little hole in his head for a second while we start filling in some other colors. Oh, I ordered the walkthrough book for Croc, the Prima official strategy guide. Because I was going through and uploading VODs, and I uploaded Croc, of course, and for a second, for the first video, I was like, oh yeah, I miss this game, I want to play it again. Maybe I should play it again. Because I hear there's going to be a remaster. Well, really functionally a remake. You've got to stop. You have got to stop. I love you. I love you. You're so much. You're so many. But you have to leave me alone. I'm going to have to shut you out of the room. That is the whole reason why I wanted a house, so that I could have a craft room that had a door that didn't have to have any cats in it. What was I talking about, Zeno? You look soggy. Are you a soggy boy? You don't even know. This is his favorite spot, right between his shoulder blades. We can't stay like this. Ouch. That's my trachea. And your claws. He's such a worm. When I pick him up like this, he like hugs me. He physically hugs me. And if he thinks that I'm trying to disengage him to put him down, he just... What is this? What is this? You don't have to go towards the hand. The hand came to you. If I let you fall, you would fall. Okay. Actually, let me grab my water bottle. The clouds are rolling in. I think we're gonna get some Thanksgiving snow. Alright, so now we have to pick a color palette. So first we need orange. Well, we need 2 oranges and a red. Or is that 2 reds? Can't quite tell. We need something halfway between this. We need something just a little pinker than this. Yeah, I think that works. Okay, so this is gonna be our face, I think. This is a little too much. Xeno. No. That's better. Okay, so this is gonna be our face. And then... that's our main orange. Need one step darker than this. And then we need a red. I think that's good. I think that's good. God, there's like a certain batch of like neurons that my brain uses for color processing. And anytime I have to pick colors, it feels like I've squeezed a part of my brain. I guess let's start with this one. We could probably take this out of the hoop at this point because we've got that. It's gonna stay here now. The Ida and the plain fabric. But maybe it's giving us a little bit of additional stability, so maybe I won't. We have something like 3 tablets in this house. And every time I do this, I think of how useful it would be to have a tablet right here so that I could just display that picture closer to me. But the problem with the tablets is we use them so irregularly that every time I turn them on, it's kind of like the Switch, you know? Every time I turn it on, it needs a major, like, overhaul type software update. And I can't use it for, like, fucking 2 hours while somebody who knows more than me makes it work again. Before you think, oh, they're so decadent that they have 3 tablets. Part of the... Or they're so bougie. We just kind of acquire e-waste. People are just like, hey, I'm gonna throw this away, do you want it? And we're just like, yes. Yes, thank you. Sure. Do you want this thing for $9? Yes. But I haven't told you what the thing is. It doesn't matter. Here's $9. Oh my god, speaking of e-waste, we went to this fire hazard of a thrift store a couple weeks ago. Maybe just last week, I don't remember. And they had a whole pile of those digital photo frames. Oh my god. Oh gosh, that's... Yeah, it's awful. It's so awful. I miss turning a thing on and it was too stupid to... It just worked. Too stupid to connect to the internet. But those... I have such a fucking hate boner for these digital photo frames because they are just manufactured e-waste. The demographic that they are sold to does not know how to troubleshoot things at all. So, and like, I saw one, it was like a Christmas ornament. So you upload your fucking picture onto this device so that you can display it in your home for a month, and then it gets improperly put in a box in the basement and it gets moldy, or not moldy, it gets wet and it corrodes and it dies, and then you throw it in the landfill. That's like... And as soon as the new one comes out, it is cheaper. Yeah, they don't know how to charge. They don't know how to do anything. They forget how to change the photos. They lose the box. And then it is cheaper. It is so cheap because they're so cheap. It is so cheap to just buy a new one. Just buy a new one. Who cares? Okay, I think that's all the red we need to do. I have just such a... I keep arguing with my dentist because she keeps telling me that I need an electric toothbrush. And I know that everyone here has said, actually, Ala, electric toothbrushes rock. But there is no... I don't want any more... I know I'm saying this around so many electronics while I'm broadcasting my face on the internet. I don't want any more electronics in my fucking house. I don't want anything that has to be on. Any more things. It's such a problem. It really is. And it's so annoying when it comes to, you know, like, public benefits and things like that. Like, oh, well, this person's on food stamps, but they have a TV. God damn it, Karen. I can buy a TV for $100. And then you know what I can do with the TV? I can watch the news. Jesus. Hey, lady. It takes 18 hours to charge? Are you serious? It's ridiculous. Oh shit. I really need the glasses for this one. Alright, Okay, so we're gonna start here. Oh no. And 1, 2 more. Alright, I went on a long tangent in my head from, like, I don't want any more electronics in my house to, like, I'm trying to concentrate where the electronics are, which of course is going to be the basement, but we're still working on the basement. But and now I decided last night that I'm trying to get things out of the basement because I want to do the floor. I want to do the like epoxy garage floor type cement sealer thing. And I want to do as much of it as would be feasible, but the feasibility is impacted by how much shit I can get out of the basement and off of the floor. So now I'm once again putting everything in boxes and bringing it up the stairs again, which we have done so many times. Oh, thanks, lady. I hope you feel better. I hope it passes swiftly and you get correctly allocated Rona time off. Oh, that's good. 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 It's weird. My taste didn't disappear this last time. My smell got a little wonky, but my taste was fine. I started to feel kind of shitty on Friday. wasn't sure why. I'm like, well, it cannot be COVID again. And then I realized I got through the entire day without having any coffee. So rather than tempt a migraine, I just had a cup at like 8 p.m., which is fine. I can go to sleep. But I immediately felt better. So, no. Actually, I kind of like how this is laying. Kind of like how the backing fabric is giving it a little bit more rigidity, it seems. Maybe I'm crazy. Oh crap, I need one more red over here. All right. I'm already anticipating putting this up on Etsy and then somebody buying it and being really upset that it's not an iron-on patch. I need bifocals. I should just bite the bullet and get some. I wonder if Zenny has a bifocals option. God, I love watching these come together so much. Hold on. Oh, right, yes, okay. I was like, why do I have too many spaces? It's because I didn't finish the black. We're fine, don't worry. Don't panic. We should stream for Thanksgiving. I don't feel like there's really a need for me to... Oh, that's gotta be a dark red too. Really? No, maybe not. I don't feel like there's really a need for me to take the day off. I love Grid so much and I love spending time with him, but sometimes when we spend too much time together, then we have nothing to talk about. Of course, obviously. We went out to dinner last week for our anniversary, but we went out on the Sunday, which was our anniversary, after having already had Saturday off together, so we kind of went out to dinner and we're like, well, shit. Nothing new has happened that you have not already been present for. Man, I am sleepy today. Got nothing to talk about. Sorry, y'all. I'm not hating this music channel for once, though. I feel like they don't usually let me access this one. Okay. Is that all the orange? Or all the dark orange, I think? I think so. Oh shit. Okay, there's supposed to be one here. Yeah. I do. I really do. Now, close up I'm fine. But far away is starting to get me. I think part of my problem is I'm just not used to having... I still don't think of myself as someone who wears glasses. I didn't get glasses until I was like 20. Which, to be fair, was a while ago. But I don't inherently consider myself a person who wears glasses, so I tend to take them off a lot. Yeah. It does! Oh! Oh, it does look like that. Oh dear. Well, we'll just have to put the face on really fast. Actually, I think I can... let's just do the normal orange first. I was gonna say, let's pop back in there to do that last bit of black in the eyes, but I still don't quite... I'm still not quite touching where we need the eyes to go. Listen, Kirby is just feeling himself, that's all. This is hot curb summer. Actually, I bet I could zoom in on this. Hey! Zooming in for the win. Now I think I'll be okay without glasses. Definitely walked around the house the other day, though, looking for them. And found another pair and put the other pair on my head. Or put the other pair on my eyes and didn't notice that my original pair had been on my... Or, not until then did I notice that the original pair had been on my head. Oh, I think I actually need one more orange. It's so silly. I mean, first of all, I love Zenny Optical because you can just punch in your fucking prescription and then buy cheap-ass glasses. Grid has a pair of $8 prescription glasses that he keeps in his motorcycle in case he's, like, out and loses a contact. And if you can build them with, like, blue light protection or... transition lenses. The ones I have right now have transition lenses, so they, I don't know, cost like $60. I love Zenny. Where was I going with this? So I have a bunch of pairs. I have like 4 or 5 pairs of glasses. I have a couple pairs with transition lenses, a couple pairs that are plastic frames for like lazy days. A couple I have just to look cool. Those big hexagon shaped ones I just bought because I thought they looked cool. No, it's Waddle Dee. I mean, basically a mushroom with feet. But I also bought like a case, like a display box for all of them. There's space for like 12 pairs of glasses, and it's got a glass top. So it's got a compartment for each one of those. And I love it so much. It felt so decadent. I fought it a long time because it felt stupid to buy. Like, why am I spending my money on a fucking case for my glasses? But now I know where they all have a home. So I can put them away. And they have a much higher chance of like staying in there or getting put back in there when I'm done with them, as opposed to getting spread around the house and lost. Oh, I don't know. I'm not making any claims about blue light. I'm just telling you an option that is available on zennyoptical.com. I think the blue light strains your eyes thing is real. I think a lot of the gamer glasses are bullshit. How much do I pay for what glasses? It depends on the frames it depends on the frames you want and the stuff you want them to include. So my cheapest pair of glasses I think were about 20 bucks, and I think my most expensive pair was, I don't know, 60. But I've never gotten out of a like an optometrist's office with a new pair of glasses for under 200, so. Oh, that's so annoying. I hate that so much. Shit. How is this wrong? Ah. Okay, so this one's wrong. And these are wrong. Yeah, I don't know if Zenny ships everywhere, so I don't know if that would work for you, but definitely try to check it out. Zenny, Zenni Optical. They don't take insurance, which is shitty, but if you're paying $300 out of pocket with insurance anyway, like, you're gonna save money. Oh no! That sucks, Beanie. That's true, yeah. Ah! Actually, I probably could have left that one. That one probably I think was fine. Alright. That's so crazy. I think also the problem with glasses is there's... I believe there's also a production monopoly, so I think... I think that's why there's no cheap options. It's just plastic. How can you, you know... in this day and age, how can you not just form plastic frames for like 6 cents each, you know? And I think the answer to that is because there's a production monopoly.
drive-by subversary.
I love you, Grid. Thank you so much for 75 months. How's it going? Are you on break? Or was it a drive-by and you can't answer me? Well, you said it was a drive-by. Is it the kind of drive-by where you cannot answer me? But thank you. Oh, wait, already? Wow. Do you think you're gonna be late tonight? Yeah, no, I know that. And then EOD is 6, right? Or is it just after photo run? Six, okay. You gonna have a lot to do? Okay. Alright, well, chicken and biscuits tonight. Gotta feed you good once. Great. Good. Maybe I'll do some crock-pot chicken so we don't have to worry about when it's finished. It can just sit there and get soggier. Alright, it's sort of looking like a Waddle Dee. We're getting there. Alright, let's go back and fix those stitches that we had to pull out. I really want a nice big old piece of apple pie. And I did buy apples yesterday, but man, I hate making apple pie. Okay, I think that's it. That. Even have one of those like handle crank apple peelers. I hate peeling the apples. The apple peeler makes it better, because I can't... Holding the knife to peel apples is like such a fucking... So hard on my hand. Just that specific motion of having the... You know, using the knife with my thumb. Nah, I don't like not peeling them in pie. And cutting them isn't much better, honestly. I don't really enjoy cutting them either, but with my fancy little handle crank apple peeler, it does make it a lot faster, but then I just don't like washing the stupid handle crank apple peeler. Yeah, they definitely get texture. Yeah, I like, I mean, it's better than not having one. I like the spiral peeler. It's just... Kind of the problem with the spiral peelers, too, is that the cheap ones are really cheesy. And I don't even like sucking it up and buying store-bought pie. I really hate like store-bought apple and cherry pie, store-bought fruit pies. The filling is just so blah. Horrendously sweet. It tastes very fake. Okay, I think that's all the orange. Oh no! That's really interesting. I've never had, like, fresh blueberry pie. I'm not a big fan of blueberries, but also I think that's partially because I feel like blueberry pie filling is kind of the worst one. At least cherry, you know, the redeeming factor of cherry is that there's a little bit of tartness in there. But blueberry just ends up not having any redeeming qualities when you buy it out of a can. So I've never went out of my way to try blueberry pie, like real blueberry pie. I should try it. But also, yeah, you wouldn't have to... All you have to do is wash the blueberries. You don't have to... Well, Grid doesn't like blueberries, so... Maybe that wouldn't work, but... All you have to do is wash the blueberries. You don't have to chop or peel or cut or whatever. I also did buy store pie crusts today, or yesterday. Because I'm too tired. I'm tired. I'm a tired person who's tired, and I don't have anything to prove anymore. And pie crust is pie crust. I'm sorry. Okay, so I think we can do the eyes now. Exactly. If you want to make Grandma's recipe, store-bought pie crust, and you want to make sure all your butter is ice cold when you use your little fucking pastry cutter there to I don't want... I shouldn't complain because now I finally have, you know, all of my countertops are granite. I have granite countertops. It rocks. So I actually have space now to just roll out pie crust. I can. It's great. I don't want it though. I'm tired. I don't feel like it. This isn't quite right. I think this is right. I'm kind of making up my own pattern here. For 1 second. Okay, here's an incendiary question. Whipped cream? Like Ready Whip? Sorry, I don't want to use brand names because I'm trying to... Because I extremely want to be inclusive. But, you know, like... Canned whipped cream... that goes when you do it, you know? Or Cool Whip. What do we think? What's the consensus? I don't know how to describe Cool Whip. Or tub whipped cream. God, what is Cool Whip made of? I've never considered. I don't want to know. It's weird. Oops. Grandma was always Cool Whip. Always. Because it, like, stays better. And you can freeze it. Oil and corn syrup, Lord. And we always put that on cheesecake. Cool Whip. But now that I can make my own choices, I do prefer Ready Whip. That's probably smart. It's probably a fire retardant, to be honest. It's got a very unique mouthfeel. But also, Grandma's never really a pie person, so her... one concession to pie was usually, like... those chocolate pudding Cool Whip pie things. In a graham cracker crust. Calling it chocolate mousse pie would be kind of forward, I think. Oops. Oh god. Now I'm saying this as someone who, I love cheesecake, and the cheesecake recipe that I love was clearly conceived by a 60s housewife on like benzos. There's no ingredients in it. It's just cream cheese and sugar, basically. With a little bit of egg and a little bit of lime juice. It's like a brick. It has the texture of a fucking brick. You get somebody who really makes cheesecake, you know, like does the steam bath, the little sous vide, the little fancy spring pan shit, and it's light and airy and it has this whole like texture. Mine is the texture of a fucking brick of cream cheese. And that's how I love it. I like it like that. That's my ideal. But good lord. Cream cheese is so weird. So versatile. You put sugar in that shit? Oh man. Oops. Well, I guess this is... Bruegger's has this maple walnut cream cheese. Or no, it's honey walnut cream cheese, sorry. And it rocks my goddamn socks. I love it so much. Until I realized... Well, not until I realized. I loved it more when I realized, hey, guess what? If you take cream cheese and you put honey in it and you mix them together... That's it. You got it. You did it. Leveled up my life. Yeah, I don't really like cream cheese either, which is weird. I've started actually eating it. I have started eating it on, like, bagels. It's crazy. Okay. Give me 1 second. I don't want to pull Sally out, sorry, but I do have to run to the bathroom. Hang on. Too slow. Okay. Now we should do... Oh, I think we need one more color. Because we've got the main face flesh tone, the dark pink highlight, the light pink highlight, and then I need one like coral. Kind of silly because I don't think I'm actually going to get to the part where I surge the edge of this anyway. I don't think I'm going to make it. So the whole point of why we're doing this and what makes it different than the ones we've done in the past is not going to be captured in this video. Oh well. But I am really happy with how stable this feels. So frankly, that's something, even if the rest of the patch thing doesn't work out, that's really interesting information. Quite to what level that very thin backing fabric had on doing this. I like to make things that are durable. Kind of the problem that I find with a lot of these patterns that I don't make myself is the amount of colors people choose. I think mastery of the CRT and of pixel art on the CRT lies in the ability to understand how putting two blocks of two different colors next to each other will kind of almost melt to form a third. Oops, I need two more little feetsy pieces of orange, but that's okay, we'll do that later. So that is kind of a difficulty taking these things that are supposed to be displayed on a CRT and translating them to physical media, because you don't get that visual blending in the same way when it isn't, displayed like that. So I tend to find that these kinds of patterns require... Oh shit, that's an orange too. Okay, so we need 4 more stitches. Damn it, that's okay. Oh, this is all wrong, actually. Whoops. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. So it's always this delicate dance when I'm trying to make patterns for sewing. And I imagine people do in perler beads also. How do you either have to introduce a whole shit ton new colors that you would not have had in the original expression of this, or you have to rely on... You have to kind of have trust that the person who's going to be seeing this is going to be seeing it from far enough away that it will kind of have enough of that effect anyway. Yeah, this is much harder to frog, which makes sense. And after a certain point when I'm doing these, I always have... I always get kind of visually fatigued, so I can't tell. Sometimes my eyes do the CRT thing, and I'm like, is that... What color is that? Is it different because it's sitting next to a very different color that's making it present differently, or is that a different color? God, I want that retro tink, though. Fuck. I want it so bad. I could do it, too. I think my problem will be getting one. I could make that happen, but I think I can only imagine bigger streamers than me are going to be queuing up to buy that, and it will not be available. Oh god, I saw this amazing painting on Tumblr, so you might have seen it, Eben. The one of the, like, woods in the snow. It was like a bunch of pine trees in the snow, but it's painted in squares of color, so if you get too close it just looks like TV static until you step further back and it resolves into a... I mean, it still looks like it's presented on a CRT with pixels of color, but oh... That was so cool. I want to see that in person so bad. Art is neat. Oh god, frogging this sucks! Should have just cut it. Ow. There we go. There we go, she says, with 4 more stitches to go. Maybe we'll play Full Throttle on Thanksgiving. Come on, we're so close. Well, I'm still in foggy, snowy hell. It's going okay. Well, no, actually I lied. I got to the Haligtree. And then that was worse, somehow. Every time, every place we go, it seems to be worse now. It's like we were having a really great time for a while. Or at least when we weren't having a really great time, we had places to go. We had other things to do that were more fun. More easier. And now we're out of more easier. And we're into shitty or shitty. Malkieth, right? Is that right? Or is that a Lord of the Rings character? Is shitty. He sucks. I hate him. Haven't beat him yet. Not a fan. Yeah, pretty much. Very terrible. Don't they know that I just want to grind inconsequential shit for the rest of my life? I mean, yes, that's why they made a game I've spent 16 months playing. Malekith. I think Malchior is the Lord of the Rings character. I don't remember. But yeah, I was moving books in the basement and I found the pristine collector's edition Bloodborne walkthrough book, Player's Guide, that I pulled out of the dumpster. That made me so sad. Well, I mean, it made me so happy, but I was sad because I know that it was one of the Korean exchange students that lived in my building. And I'm pretty sure he threw it away because everything got COVID. We got shut down. His school got shut down and then he got sent back to Korea. That was the dumpster diving incident that gave me our nice new computer case also. Brand new. Screws still with it. I love taking things out of the garbage. Come on. This is the last stitch. Come on. Okay, Lord. God, that took so long. Ugh. Just because my color acuity just went out the window for a little bit. I am really excited for Talos Principle 2. I'm still going to be kind of an asshole about it, but... I was going to say maybe we should play that on Thanksgiving, but I don't want to... I don't want to start without Crunk, and I feel like Crunk has obligations. Yeah, I can imagine. I think it's going to be a fine experience, and I did just love... It's been a while since I've played a puzzle game, and I do love puzzle games. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's what we need. We can do dark pink. Wish I could have the dexterity of an adult with the finger tininess of a child. Or the control of an adult with the finger tininess of a child. normally by this point in November all my fingernails have fallen off, because not like fallen off completely, like my fingernails wholesale fall off, but I just mean normally my hands are so dry at this point that my nails break and I have short nails. But obviously now, because I want to play the ukulele, I still have long, luscious fingernails. I don't want to cut them. I was just kind of waiting for them to fuck up, you know, like they usually do in November, but no. Not this year. Okay, I do want to pull out one of my old Kirby's and reference the eyes. I keep pulling out ones where Kirby doesn't have eyes. Alright. Okay, so that one's pretty clear. It's the Waddle Dee pattern that I borrowed. Has different, doesn't have normal eyes, it has like smiling eyes, and I don't want those. Oh fuck, this was supposed to be a dark red too. Ah, I hate myself. Actually, oh no, this week came from somewhere else, never mind. Okay. Alright, okay. Yeah! Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Not that I'm even showing you the frogging process, because I'm holding it close to my chest and pulling at it with my teeth. How could we have a frog champ emote that was not... That's so funny. Oh my god. I hate that so much. That's the worst thing I've read. Oh, look at this little guy! He's just a little guy! I'm so excited to put him on my jacket. Someday I'm gonna figure out how to electrocute people through the computer. I'm gonna do it. So help me. Exactly! You're right. I feel like that would be a rollicking industry. Not just from me trying to punish people for making bad puns, but, you know. There's porn applications of that, come on. Somebody wants that. Oh god, this is always so annoying when my hands get shaky. Oh dear. Oh yikes. That makes sense. I don't know why I never considered that. That's easy. That that functionality exists. Oh, look at this little guy. Look at him. Waddle Dee has never done anything wrong. I mean, I think he's killed me before, but other than that. Yes, I like that. Yes. I like the one, well, I'm sure there's so many of them. There's the one I follow. It's like Dash Ducks or something. When you subscribe or donate, it feeds the ducks. Sometimes when I feel like my life is out of control, I watch that. I'm sure it's only going to be like 6 seconds after I say that for somebody to say, oh, you know that the people that run the Dash Ducks account are secretly Nazis. Or not secretly Nazis. It's out in the open. Everybody knows about it. You're terrible for liking them. Exactly, you do. It's like the Weather Channel. Goddamn ducks. Damn it! Ooh, wolf conservation. That's neat. Wolf Conservation Center. I'll have to check that out, thank you. Okay, so now I want the light pink. I was thinking about apple pie again. You know that terrible meme that's been going around? That's like 1998, when the sweets were made, not bought. And it's got that picture of the very 90s, like floured, like pasta pot with, I don't know, fucking jam or something cooking in it. I remember hating that design in the 90s. Everything had flowers on it. And, actually I have a pie plate that isn't that exact pattern, but it's very similar. It's white with pink roses on it. And it was my mother's. But I love it so much. And I have come around to unironically wanting that silly, that pattern, like, pasta pot. Oh yeah, it's so good. Just a small hint, yeah. When that goes well, it's so satisfying. It's like, ooh, yes. Anyway, I'll do it. I'll make pie. So I can make grilled chicken and biscuits with apple pie tonight. Feel like the most suburban housewife. Oh man, so you looked it up and then and then found like a gentle spoil or a gentle hint? That's insane. The internet doesn't do that. Oh, pancakes. Sorry, pancakes is what I said, not what I mean. I love pancakes. I hate making pancakes. Oof. Yeah, I don't have time for... I don't know. It's weird. When I was younger, I got a video game, I got the walkthrough book with it. That's just how... You know? I got the game and the walkthrough book. And I never thought about it. Never thought about it again. Was just like, yep, game, and if get stuck, then walkthrough book. And I had so few games that usually I'd play the first thing through with no hints whatsoever. And then if it was a game I liked, I'd play it through exhaustively, step by step following the walkthrough. The second time. Okay, so that's everything there. And then somewhere along the line, I just started feeling guilty about that. That's stupid. We don't have time. Oh, I got really cool leggings. They were on sale. God, I'm still thinking of Maniac Mansion with that one brick. How I was supposed to find that, I will never know. How did I cut this off? Did I just cut it off like right before the... close. We're almost there. And I can live my housewife dreams. Grid says I've started dressing like a suburban soccer mom. Which... I almost killed him for saying that. But in his defense, I have started wearing a lot of leggings. And in the summer, especially when I'm outside a lot, I just do like leggings and a tank top. And I have a pair of Skechers kind of sneakers for gardening. Because my Converse have holes in them and let in, you know. Hey, Sarah, thank you so much for 63 months. Of course you came in with suburban soccer mom. I was like shrieking at him. I'm like, I have blue hair! How? Come on. We'll look at minivans together, Sarah. It'll be great. Honestly, like, your mom is the mom that I'd want to be. All these fucking kids in my living room eating my food and living their lives. Running in and out. Being friends with my kids' friends' moms. I always kind of wanted that. Sarah and I grew up in a very small town. And it was easy to be a hellion child just running all over it. Ending up at a friend's house. I always wanted to be that kind of parent. Minus the parent part. Oh gosh, I might not be able to finish this. My hands are shaky. Well, I mean, I will take a break, but if I take a break, I will take a streaming break. I may not be able to finish it today on stream right now the way I want to, is what I mean. I know, too much cocaine. God. Someday. Like the go fast and don't be sleepy drug? Yes, please. Yeah, but I want more. I want it more. More of it. Caffeine doesn't do it for me anymore. Pretty sure you also build up a tolerance to cocaine, though. God, these are like magic. These just come together so well. The pixel sprite, you know, what am I trying to say? Pixel sprites made for video games translate so well to cross stitch. It's just fucked up. I love it so much. Yeah. That sucked. I always get so, I don't know, screwed when I try to cut back on caffeine. I don't drink that much of it. I have to wake up and have a cup of coffee. But I don't drink, you know, excessive amounts. I'm not constantly drinking more than that. But if I don't have a cup of coffee, then I have a headache. And it takes me like 4 weeks to get off of it. It takes me, well, let me rephrase. If I cold turkey it, it will take me 4 weeks to stop feeling like garbage. And I can, you know, ease off it gently, but at that point it doesn't make enough of a difference, and it takes so long. So I've just given up. I have to have a cup of coffee in the morning or I get a headache at the end. It also doesn't help that I really love coffee. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. I have occasionally had a monster, but also I can't do the normal monsters, so I don't know if like the... Usually I drink Monster Rehab. I don't know if those have less bad things in them, because they don't kind of make me quite as caffeinated as... Really, they just kind of don't impact me very much at all. Can't even smell Red Bull. Ugh. Well, I don't know how I feel about the colors behind Waddle Dee's eyes. Because that kind of follows the same pattern that Kirby does, in that, you know, his highlights are the background of his eyes, but it kind of makes Waddle Dee look a little startled. But also, Waddle Dee has a different color face than Kirby does, obviously. As in, his face is a different color from his body. So maybe I should have highlighted it with the pinks of the highlight on his face as opposed to the orange of the highlight of his body. Grid was trying the, I don't know, there was a Mountain Dew energy drink or something, or there's something called like Bang. Oh. Pass. Yeah. They all have such horrifying names like that. C4. Oh my goodness. It's funny, I don't know why, but I think it started because for some reason a couple Christmases ago I found like Pac-Man Red Bull. Like the cans had Pac-Man on them. And Grid is impossible to buy Christmas presents for. And he likes Red Bull, but he never drinks it because he just never needs it. I don't know. He'll drink one occasionally, but he doesn't like go out of his way to drink it. So I bought him a couple cans to like flesh out my sad, pathetic Christmas presents. So now it's like every year I get him like 3 cans of Red Bull. Last year I got him a big-ass Nerf gun and 3 cans of Red Bull, which was a mistake. That was a mistake. Oh, we're so close. I mean, honestly, I should probably stop anyway, so that if I come back on next week trying to figure out how to edge it, we at least have a little bit to... We have something else to occupy ourselves. Yeah, we can... I don't know, we can make the circle even smaller, honestly. We can make it real close. If I were really good, or if I thought about it beforehand, maybe we could have made the... We could have not done the black outline, and then done kind of a binding stitch around the outside in place of the black outline, although I don't think that that would have been very square. And I do like the sharp edges of the pixel sprite outline. I don't know. Hey, this was already trying something new, so I think we did it. We accomplished it. Oh, his silhouette does kind of look like a Goomba, doesn't he? Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up and go make my apple pie and live my housewifey life and relax on my Sunday. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Damn it, Setho! I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. My hands are shaky. I gotta go eat something and make grid dinner, but thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will be back tomorrow. I'm getting out of work a little early tomorrow, so yeah, we'll be back with something. I don't know. See you then.